We're doing it, yeah.
You and me together.
We're live.
Welcome back to LangTime Studio, the one and only husband and wife team Cotton Lang show.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I just apologies in advance. Allergies right now. I am all fuzzy-headed.
Well, now that we've been married for so long,
I've lost all my vitality. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Whew.
Next step, the old folks home.
Thank you. Well, no, you told me that age is probably being pushed up because I saw that active senior living community that I was quite excited about. Someday we could maybe get a place in. It looked very nice. And you were all like, by the time we get old enough to get in, they're going to change the age because,
Well, I said it was the next step. I didn't say how long this step was going to be.
Oh, okay.
It's a long step.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's
okay.
right.
I am. Wait. Oh.
LangTime Studio episode 2033 will be from our
senior living
or
apartment.
from our senior living apartment.
But thank you for all the congratulations and welcome back, Tincture. And yes, thank you all.
But yeah, we did it. It is official. Jesse and I, as of this Sunday, are married, and we are David and Jesse Peterson.
Yay! And now we apparently just high five a lot.
That's right.
There we go.
And so well. Jake is on a terrain going through the Britishest of all places, Tilbury.
That was quite the announcement there.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound just very British? Tilbury. I suppose it would have to be Tilburyshire.
I was going to say Tilbury sounds more British than Tilbury.
Tilburyshire on Lee or something.
I was going to say something, and now I've forgotten.
Each word will have 20 vowels and 17 consonants.
It is on a terrain. Aren't we all, Jonathan?
Yes,
Aren't
indeed.
we all? Okay, cool. Well, David.
Oh, I'm happy to do stuff. I thought I was, by the way, this is such a wonderful combo.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I thought I'd wear my Kopicon shirt.
Sorry, I thought that you were setting up for something and that I was interrupting you.
I thought I was too.
Oh.
And now it's gone. I tell you, these Santa Ana winds, they just blow all the thoughts away.
Magpie, snakes on a plane, more like Jake's on a train.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
By the way, we had a very short but very nice little honeymoon at Pismo Beach, which is where I got this shirt. Anyway, all right. So first, we're gonna go and talk about the poll. The poll was.
You probably need to go over. I'm waiting for this to update, but I'm gonna say you need to go over a little bit more about there. I'm gonna say right there is probably good. Okay, now you're good. Go.
Jake's in Spain is how you would say that. Gale force winds out there in Tilburyshire, Huff on Lee. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that. But incidentally, talking about trains in England, my favorite train in England is the South Devon Railway, which leaves from Buckfast, which is also called Buckfast Lee. And I haven't the slightest idea what the difference is. One of them, I think the more modern name is Buckfast, and then the older name is Buckfast Lee. Yeah. Anyway, highly recommend the Otter and Butterfly Sanctuary there. So, the poll for this week was an orthographic poll. We are almost ready to be kind of all done with the bulk of this font. Stanford Loeb. It sounds like a rap name. Uh, it's too much punnery happening, and it's too good. But for this poll, what we were going to have is we were going to have diacritics. Oh yeah, river otters. Diacritics to indicate
Something.
consonant
Mutations.
mutation.
Which I think
Right.
we have called montations.
That's right. Yeah. They're really darling. I have so many pictures. So just diacritics, because we're having more of a change for the vowel consonant combinations that come at the end. So it really doesn't matter if you voted because it was just a clean sweep. But anyway, to catch us up to speed, this is a basic glyph. It happens to be older qua, which is modern qua, but with, changes. And so it looks like that. When it is palatalized, even though it won't be any different because it's a Q, it looks like this, and it takes this little seagull bird, this little, like third grader doing art seagull above it. When it's a nasal mutation, there's this kind of upside down moon, little mushroom hat, you can imagine. Two little eyes there, and it would be like one of those characters from Fantasia.
Oh, I was going to say from Mario.
Oh, yeah, that
It's
also.
the toadstool.
Yep. For the third one, we had two options. Number one was the fish, and it would look like a moon, like a sea, like that, above it, and it would be derived from the fish glyph, which would more or less get simplified.
Patrick is correct.
Thus.
So is Danielle. It's a little nose for the
Oh,
nasal.
puppy nose. Oh, that is cute. All right, so option one, option A was a fish. Option B was the squirrel glyph, which is otherwise unused, but would be kind of there as a representation of the schwa. And it would look like a little 3. The fish would be representation of W. So that was the vote. Very simple, up or down, and by I want to say 3-1 margin, the winner was fish. And so there we go. That's the long and short of it. So I will get right back to it, and we will get back to Jessie, who is in top form right now, being her Jessie self.
Yes. I will say there was.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take this and yellow it out.
Oh, I know what I was momentarily remembered to think. I need to share the video of the otter on Discord. We saw an otter at Pismo Beach.
That is right. We did. It was a sea otter, of course, not a river otter. But what a little charmer. He was having a time.
He was just like rolling and playing in the waves, and it was adorable. And it was at sunset, and so that was lovely. And so yeah, it was very exciting. Yeah.
I guess I'll keep it.
Apparently, now that I'm Jesse Peterson, I am just exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, stay grimmer, Bubba. But yeah, I do want to say though, as you're doing this, are you already done? Are you ready to say something?
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, as a reminder, patrons, there is a podcast available. And so that came out yesterday on the 1st. And so that's available. And, well, we can talk about this episode being we can talk about how the episodes are going to go at the end, huh?
Oh, no.
Should we do that now?
I think you should, because if anybody keeps up with our YouTube channel and sees what's been scheduled, that is what's to come, you might have been quite, neither, Logan, you might have been quite surprised by what you saw.
Yes, so, thank you, Otto, yes, there's an I in my name. And so, today is our. My brain stopped for a second.
You got
Today
it.
is our final Hochof episode for now. For now is a very important phrase. And Patrick, you are exactly right. I am Jessington now.
Mm-hmm.
And so today is the final episode that we're going to have for now for Hochof. And we're going to wrap up as much as we can on the orthography right now. And then next week, we're going to start a sort of in-between series. And so, David, take over while I get batteries.
And so we discussed this with our patrons on the patron live stream. But we decided that, especially since the first 5 languages constitute the main portion of the video of the board game. By the way, we just ran out of batteries on the mouse for the very first time. We would do something a little different in between seasons 5 and 6, especially because usually we put up a poll about what language to do next, and we haven't done that. I need to keep remembering to do that. We have 2 languages that we're going to be looking at. The fox and the beaver language. Mm-hmm. There we go. We decided that we're going to start that in January, and that for the rest of the year, we're going to have season 5.5, where for the first 5 weeks, starting next week, we're going to revisit each of our old languages in a row. And we're going to even number them as if they are continuations of those seasons. So next week will be episode, I believe, 132.
Yeah, we used to have shorter seasons.
Yeah.
They've progressively gotten a bit longer. But yeah,
well, season 2 is pretty long. So yeah, 132. And then after that, so that will be Engala. Then we'll revisit Tapahla. Then we'll revisit Wawatiju. Then we'll revisit Sarkaje. Then we will come back and do epic episode 540. We've never had 40 episodes in a season of Halrof. And then after that, for the rest of the year, it'll just be patron votes. What language do you want us to revisit next?
And I gotta say, there will not be much left of the year at that point, because with 5 episodes and at least one needing to be a special pre-recorded episode because Thanksgiving is, Thursday. We're running out of weeks between now and the end of December. And so, yeah. That's not going to be, I feel like we're actually only going to be able to get like 1 week extra by the time you do all the mathing it out of how many Thursdays are left in the year. But yes, so that's what's going to happen. We will come back and do 540, but after we do a revisit. If as a patron you were there for our patron live stream last Saturday, or if you have watched it since then you know that I was working on a very long list of words that we know now that we specifically need for the game cards. Mm-hmm. And so we now have a much more targeted list of vocabulary to create. And I don't know if David already said that, because I was getting batteries and I don't think I fully paid attention to everything you said, and I do apologize.
No, I didn't.
So good. Okay. I thought maybe I just blanked out or something.
An idea.
So yeah.
I have an idea I want to run by everybody, by the way, not to jump topics really quick. And we'll do something for Lexember, of course. I'm gonna do this bite glyph, because if you look at it, it kind of looks like this that we just created, except with a diacritic on top. And I think I'm gonna try that. It's gonna be wild, because it's gonna be very, very tall, but I want to try it. So we're just going to paste that there. And we're going to basically just delete these. Hopefully that works. Work.
Ooh.
Don't you worry.
Oh, David, that's
Don't you
That's the most
worry.
beautiful thing you've ever made on here.
Don't you worry, because I can do one of two things. I can either go through and math all these things out so they're exactly the same, or I can just be lazy and delete this.
Delete the half and then
Copy
do a
and
little
paste.
yeah.
This is what font work is. Copy and paste. Those are your most powerful allies when making a font. Never forget that. All right, let's see what that is. That is
Also, I would like to throw
1579.
out a suggestion for any of you thinking, you have a language, you're excited about Luxembourg, but you don't know what words to create. In the most recent podcast, I talk about translation and how that can really help with your language, but that could also help with Luxembourg because if you go to translate something, you're going to probably have to create new words and vocabulary and whatnot. And so you could, like I accidentally could have fueled an entire Luxembourg's worth of things by my one translation, which is
Yeah.
And so I think I'm going to try that again and pick something else to translate, and everything I need to create to do it, I'm going to document and make that Luxembourg.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna take this.
Patrick, let's see. The ones that are all in the bottom in these colors, those are the accepted glyphs. The yellow ones at top are actually, those are the rejects, aren't they?
Yellows are the rejects.
The old ones that we're not using. Everything at the bottom in the different colors, they're color coded based on how they're coded in the font for like how to call them up and things like that. But
thinking about it.
I kind of like that.
I was thinking about this, but that would be pretty tall, is the thing. And so, like, diacritics would have to go above it. But if we kind of merge them, so let's see, that's 1550. What is that? 1553.
Oh, goodness, anything by Poe being translated into a conlang would be a lot.
Yeah, don't. Oh, wait. The Black Cat, that wasn't a poem. I was going to say, don't translate a poem. Just don't do that to yourself. That
is. And yeah, Magpie, that's a great idea too. There's no reason that you have to do one language for Luxembourg. And so
okay, you know
if you're working on multiple languages all at once, why not?
I'm just going to do this the easy way.
Miles says, I'd never translate a poem. I care about my mental health. And I say, good for you. Because, yeah, that's a lot.
All right, now let's see. It's 474. That's 478. So let's just get that to be the same. There we go. Now they're both 474. And you know what? Let's go ahead and make those 500.
And I would actually think, David, we should actually talk very soon about when we're going to do a patron stream this month. Because it won't be the last Saturday of November.
It's not? Is that how Thanksgiving's working this year?
Yeah, because Thanksgiving, I'm going to point over there. Look at the last Saturday and look at the position of Thanksgiving on the calendar.
When do we get back?
I would have to look that up precisely, but
those are some really charming little drawings you've done for this week's.
I believe
this month's.
The 25th is still part of our holiday, so I think we may need to do the 18th. But whenever we do the patron live stream, where I was going with that was our focus could be on pick a language, or actually Halho would make most sense, and start working out Luxembourg stuff. So that way we have time to actually start making entries, and I got to figure out what I'm drawing, things like that. Oh, goodness. Last year we did Wokusishu, and I had the cute little mice. Now I'm going to figure out. But yes, our trip.
Thank you, Ragdoll.
Did I remember to bless you, or have I given up on blessing your sneezing today?
The magic is gone.
Um,
Honeymoon is over.
and yes, I have now verified there's no way we could do it on the 25th. This month feels very short. Like, it's already almost the first Saturday of the month, and then we only have 3 more after that.
Yeah.
My, this month is going to fly by as I try to get everything done before December begins.
Wow.
Right, Patrick. Pick a poem you want to translate and then make the whole language around the poem. That would be something. Oh, Jonathan's busy on the 18th. Oh.
Well, you are busy. You're going to have to be watching our live stream.
Well, we need to double check our dates too, because I don't know what else is planned on weekends and whatnot. Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds difficult, Jake. Well, you know, what you consider poetry, and also, like, I don't know, I think with poetry, one of the harder parts is deciding, are you going to go literal, or are you going to create all new metaphors to kind of match their metaphors? Like, poetic language, I think it's the metaphors that, and the language that's used to describe something, where you have to read between it and figure out what they really mean, and then you have to figure out, how am I going to say what they really mean in my language? It's hard enough doing translation just on like regular sentences. Do that with poetic language. That's, I think, the difficult part.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah.
You have an opinion about this bite character with the shortened top versus the longer top?
Interesting. I think I'm leaning towards the shorter one. But if I'm leaning towards the shorter one, then that would, I feel, necessitate the other one with the same top should be shorter. Right?
That's been used a couple of times.
So then it should be longer to match it, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what we got here. Before the serifs, that's 1200. That one's also 1200 because it's the same character. This one, well, it's also 1200. That's 1448.
So it's longer?
It's actually longer.
Oh, then let's do the shorter one. I like the way the shorter one looked. I was just concerned that that would make it inconsistent.
All right. You are the boss of me.
I'm glad you realized that.
And I like it that way.
And hello, anime fan. We went through the poll results. We made some announcements
already.
Created a character.
You know, we've talked a lot about various things on this channel, but we've never talked about what animes Anime Fan is an anime fan of.
That's very important to know.
I think so.
All right, and then I am going to, also, while I'm sitting here doing very important work, come on, doggone it, gotta wake this up. I'm gonna enter Jake sent a word for their second word to be entered into Hovel, and I am going to work on making that happen.
All right, dig tree, flower. Oh, there's also that bird glyph, isn't there? Isn't there?
Have we not done the bird glyph?
Did I leave one off? Oh, man.
Okay. Well, you do that. Am I good to copy and paste for a couple things?
Yeah, seriously, did I forget GW? Oh, this is gonna screw everything up. Oh, hurry up and do the copy and paste thing.
Oh, well, no, if you need to,
No.
you do it, because I'm going to look something up.
Look, it's right there. Oh no. I put it in there, but I put the wrong thing. Oh my God. Oh.
I feel like you may have copied and pasted something.
No, I didn't.
Did you? Okay. And here I go. Okay.
Yeah. Little
And I
puppy
should be
dog's
good.
going wow, wow, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. As you can see, there are now 4 glyphs at the bottom, and they're supposed to be this, 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 and this. And they're not in the right place because I accidentally left it as KW instead of changing it to GW.
So, Jake's word, by the way, Jake's new word that's being added is fame. And its original meaning is rhubarb. And it extends to mean sour, like sour one, because rhubarb is very sour. And so that's exciting.
Miles is making stuff up again, just like Yins.
Is it really productive, though?
No, Yi isn't even a thing. He's just making stuff up to make me mad.
Well, but also, you have to be careful with throwing around the word productive in linguistics.
Mm-hmm. As we know, in no language, reduplication can't be productive. It can be reproductive, but it can't be productive.
Oh my goodness. Oops.
Uh-huh. Bird.
Okay. So now Jake.
Bird, flower, tree, dig. Let's see what I want to do. I thought this was dig.
Well, that was originally dig, wasn't it? And then we changed it because it didn't match the overall scheme.
Yeah, it was this one.
Yeah.
So I just didn't mark it off.
Right, because we adjusted that at the end of last episode. Like I don't think it was finished until the very end. Oh my. Okay, so wait, does this mean, because everything else so what's in red are the base characters.
Yep.
We only need a handful more. Everything else is going to be modifications with a lot of copy and paste work. Correct?
Yep.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
Also exciting is we still have our delightful turtle.
Oh yeah, there I had. Unfortunately, I need to.
Jake, I made your word. You missed it? Were you not here? You said you're walking home?
Oh, he got off the train at Pillsbury Shirehoff and made it to Marshall.
So David is also doing great today. Um, I don't remember if I mentioned it when we started, and I said something about feeling like my allergies or whatever. The Santa Ana winds are blowing right now in Southern California. And if you've never heard of the Santa Ana winds, which I feel like you probably have if you've been with us for long enough, because we complain about them a lot, because every time they're blowing, we get sick, basically. But they bring all sorts of just allergens in the air, but also like totally dry everything out in your system. And so it's like, you know, just everything is dry and cottony, and like you can't get enough water. It's really not great. But anyway, so that's what we're both going through right now. Yay! And yeah, David is also feeling it, which I think you can tell by. That's why I asked if I remembered to bless him after that sneeze, because my man has been sneezing all day. But anyway, yes. So now, Jake, in case you missed it, I did make Finn mean rhubarb, and then a secondary meaning is to be sour, because I thought that was brilliant. And that was Jake's idea. And it really is a very cool way of thinking about how they would describe a sour taste. And if you've ever had rhubarb without the sugar, then you know that it is indeed very sour. And that would be a memorable thing, I think, to a dog that would stand out after they bit into such a plant.
You know, I've always been really confused about some of these culinary things, where it's like, you know, you pick this thing up and taste it, and it's like, oh my gosh, this tastes awful. You know, I bet if we add this spice or something, or if we cook it, it'll be good. Like potatoes, aren't they poisonous if you just eat them? Like raw?
I don't think they're good for you. I don't know that they're poisonous. Now, rhubarb, their leaves are like they can kill you.
Well, the leaves, sure, but I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that like raw potato, you either get very, very sick, or like it's just a,
Oh, shoot.
sorry, it's like it's something that you just cannot eat until you cook it. But it's like, how do they get to that point where it's like,
I accidentally shut down the stream page, so I now have to rejoin. Mm.
where it's like this thing is awful, but I bet if we cook it, it'll be good.
The average human being would need to eat 15 to 20 pounds of raw potatoes to cause serious poisoning
Huh.
in
Okay.
one sitting.
So just like a thing of French fries.
That's a lot. Yeah, Magpie, that's not great. And yeah, Patrick, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, it snowed where Miles is on Halloween there in Ohio. That's exciting. It did not snow here, and it in fact was like 85 degrees on Halloween here, which was
Yeah.
really bizarre. Um, and so yeah. Oh, so like a rhubarb strawberry rhubarb. Let me do it that way. Pie.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is some good stuff. And so yeah, Otter, yes, we need to cook some rhubarb.
What are the glyph modifications? Because I just had a really wild idea.
What are you talking about? Our current modifications?
Yeah, like something like that, right?
Yeah, these are the ones we voted on. So the top one won.
Wait.
With the little symbols above. They're just different symbols, like they have grown.
No. B1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Or something like that. This was...
Biblaridian says that when he was a kid, there was an educational VHS that mentioned the Santa Ana winds, and it made them sound terrifying.
Wow.
Well, Miles, I would say then come to Southern California, but quite honestly, this Halloween stood out. Last Halloween, I was freezing when we were out in the evening, and so um, it's really hit and miss. But yeah, I don't know if the Santa Ana winds are actually terrifying to us other than the health factors. Do they do other things that I don't know about? Do they rip things up?
I don't think so. I don't remember what we were doing for all of our vowel forms. I think it's pretty clear what we're doing for U and O, but I don't remember what we're doing for E, schwa, and ah. Like, I have a vague idea, but
I can check past polls, but does anyone remember?
yeah, if you like happen to know the poll where we voted on it, that would be helpful.
Now, theoretically, I can just search, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to see our page to do the searching. There used to be a button we could push. Oh, here we go. Actually, that would have been vowel, right? Did we do something specifically on the vowels?
I think so.
Nice, Arias.
Oh, huh. That's kind of a cool Halloween thing.
And Patrick, I can neither confirm nor deny that, as my identity already belongs to Santa Ana Winds. I'll keep that safe with you, Magpie. The good old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you think someone actually had that social security number just by accident and they're like, well, shoot, we need to change that? Or do you think they like made that one that they're like, no, you can't have that one?
I find it likely that I find both of them likely. Okay, GW, that's the one we're doing here. You're gonna see what I'm doing.
Okay, that was the agent of now. What's the game name?
How is this possible?
That was our post-CopyCon. Oh, what a good time that was. Ooh, okay. Well, here's a poll about vowel sequences. But I think we already did that because the stick won, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was vowel. And we created the stick, I think, at CopyCon.
Okay. 13.2.
Disconnected O and U diacritic. Okay, so babe, on this page, the disconnected, so option C, 1, and that's what's going to be for O
Yeah.
and U.
No, I know that.
Oh, well then I don't know what you don't know.
How to do A, E, or schwa.
I thought those were just A, E, schwa.
Those are the main glyphs, but how do we do them when they're combined? Okay, 13.2.
surely somewhere we have. Because now I'm back into a whole lot of grammar polls. Bless you in advance. Oh my goodness, I blessed you into not sneezing.
I
Did
know.
you see that?
It's really powerful. Thank you.
Okay, and then here's where we voted on style. There's no way we had. Okay, do you mind if I steal your notebook? Oh, Patrick says social security number starting with 666 have been forbidden. Oh, in New York State makes sense.
The United States is, if nothing else, an extremely superstitious nation.
I think most places are actually. Oh, Tabby says poll 31. Although I think that was the one. Yeah, I've already passed that and I already read that to David and he seemed to be like, I already know that.
That wasn't it.
But I'm double checking. Yeah, that was the one. Okay, this was before we actually had. The Jelly Belly language notes.
850. Jake, I'm really glad that you made it.
Oh, yay! That is exciting.
I want it to be more full-like. Not like that.
Got some really interesting notes here. Okay, wait.
No, that's not right.
These were as we were talking about things. We had these notes here. These were definitely talking about how things were coming together. And that led to the being able to talk about these.
We have this vowel mod. So I think maybe schwa is unmodified, which is a help.
Right. And we had decided that would make most sense.
So then we have the extra vowel marker thing for so then we just need to figure out E.
Living through memories. And then here also are notes with like the vowel situation. So
Woo! This gave it some hips, huh?
wow, sure did. So yeah, I think that is the best we're gonna get.
Okay. So
And I'm gonna put you back
we're just gonna figure
on
it out.
these pages.
Figure it out. We're gonna bring this down a little bit. And bring this down a little bit.
Jake, what does that break down into? Like, what is the literal translation for that Mandarin word? Jake has given us a translation for how to say burrito in Mandarin.
Hmm.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Mojigue, that's Mexico. And then yuan bing. Yuan is roll, and bing is cake. It's a roll cake type thing. I like it.
That is odd.
Why? It's a flat cake.
It's not a cake.
Type thing.
It's not a cake. I never would describe it as a cake. Terrible. I don't like that.
I love it. I think it's brilliant. Um, Oh, I missed that. I started looking for something else. So many things are being. That's true.
Hear them sassing me about burritos being cakes. It's gracious.
Tortilla is a word for cake, from a word for cake.
Well, of course, torta, right?
And then it's little.
Yeah, but that's the tortilla, not a burrito.
Yeah, but what is a burrito except a roll made with this small cake type thing?
No, it just doesn't make any sense. Also,
it makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. And also, not all burritos have beans.
Beans? Beans weren't even part of it.
What?
Bing.
Wait.
Bing is the word in Mandarin for a cake type thing.
Wait. Oh, roll cake. Right. Sorry.
So you've been arguing based on not even knowing what I said.
No. Look, it's not good. I'm going to say it's not good.
And flat pancake things are indeed a thing. I'm sure, like, would also be being. I'm sure. Sorry, I can't say that for sure. But yeah, beans had nothing to do with the discussion. Oh, Jake says bun in Vietnamese is actually from the same origin as bing. Bing?
Isn't
in Chinese. In Mandarin.
Isn't bun the word for a sandwich? Bun.
Oh, banh mi is. It translates loosely as cake or bread. Bun does. So no, it's not actually just sandwich. However, it refers to a wide variety of prepared foods that can easily be eaten by hands or chopsticks. Thank you, Wikipedia. And in fact, the picture they show when Wikipedia gives you the overview of the article is a plate of macarons as bun.
Oh my God.
And so, or would it just be macaron? I don't know if we can just pluralize that since it's a borrowed word.
Oh my God. Oh wow, I actually got it at 1,000.
Oh, and mi means wheat in Vietnamese. Okay.
A sandwich is a wheat cake?
Exactly.
Oh my stars!
Welcome back, Bubba. We have been waiting for you.
This is just not happening the way I want it to be happening.
Well, tonight for dinner, we will be having another kind of pancake type thing. We're having pizza. And what is pizza if not a savory pancake with...
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if they're saying burritos are a type of cake, then pizza is a type of cake.
Yeah, it's a flat bread. Why not?
Am I happy with this?
Oh, but Bibluridian says if you're ever in Turkey, don't order the pasta unless you want cake. And Jonathan, I can restart things. It's a verb in my dialect.
How did we get off the subject of what anime fan is a fan of?
Oh, you specifically mean restart to verb. I see what you're saying now, Jonathan. I thought you were just like, is restart a verb? And I was like, it sure is for me. Okay. No, no, like, Jonathan, you were clear. My brain
No,
was not.
no, restart to, you can't do that. Unless it's like,
Like, in order to. We're going
no.
to restart in order to fix it. Like, I'm going to restart to fix it.
Yeah, you can do that.
So why not?
Yeah, no, you're right.
And also, Bubba meant the party. Partay, rather.
Did they really, did they do it? I haven't been up on that conversation, so I still am not clear if we're supposed to call it the Czech Republic, if we're supposed to call it Czechia from now on. But Turkey, are we supposed to call it Turkey now?
Boy, that was a year ago
Turkey?
they made the announcement. That was in 2022. A year and a half ago. Whew. I am so interested in finding out how people are pronouncing it. And I guess some people are just writing it without the umlaut. And so, I'm super interested in seeing how the pronunciation is working out and whether people are just still calling it turkey, but then, like, spelling it different.
My guess is there are very few people who are calling it Turkey. I mean, Turkey.
But then you got to wonder if, another generation of world geography in middle school, they will start saying Turkey. Um, and now I am interested in seeing the reason behind it.
27.3. Well, that's what it is in Turkish.
No, apparently some people are claiming that one of the biggest pushes was made. Yep. One of the pushes was because they wanted to dissociate their name from the turkey, the bird.
Oh.
And I guess there was some online troll situation going on around that, and they were just like, that's it. We don't want our name to be the same anymore. I mean, there are other reasons too, including like, hey, this is our name, so come on now. Wow. Okay, so thank you, Bibluridian. I now have learned something new, even though it technically is not as new news to the wider world, but I was completely oblivious to that. Yeah. Miles said that Patrick solved it. It's not anime fan, but it's actually amine fan, and they like carbon containing compounds with RN bonds.
Wait.
But anime fan has not been responding. So.
No. This is not going to work. Oh dear.
Tincture, that'd be fun. Like 100 years from now, at a trivia thing, someone's like, "What is the former name of Turkey?" And people will be like, "No, it wasn't really Turkey."
I've hit a roadblock.
Can you show me where?
Well,
I will stop researching.
this thing is going to need to be quite a bit taller in order to work.
Oh my God, this is like, I'm seeing so many different things
And
here.
this is just going to have to like come all the way down like that, which doesn't make any sense.
Whoa.
So,
oh, I see it. Okay, okay. I see which one this is.
and so like either this has to come down appreciably, in which case everything I just did needs to be undone.
Is this not kind of cute?
Just as it is.
Yeah, like it's the spirit of the original. It just doesn't have the line.
It's kind of a disaster.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This is up here at,
I apparently like your disasters.
well, this is up here at 1917 is the high point, and it's like the highest point of anything is 1748.
Okay.
So like it can't be that high. Like most everything is topping out at 1550. So it can't be that tall. This has to come down, which means
Okay.
goodness.
Okay. And so you had said,
Well, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go back and do this, which didn't work, and then delete this and this and this and this, because that's what it's going to have to happen in order to effectively reduce
Bring
the
those
size
down.
of this. And it's got to come to like there. So it's like 900. And then we'll fix it so it looks nice. Then we're going to have to bring this down to here. That's where that's got to be, in which case these things need to be raised up about 3. Yeah. And so then this needs to come down 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit too stretchy pants.
it is, but there's definitely a good shape
Well, here,
happening.
this is 20.5. This is 17.9. We got to have these be the same angle. So now, there we go. Now they're both 20.9, so they're going to be the same thing. All right. So, I mean, we're going to do it because this is what it's going to have to be. But let's bring this in. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this at 1?
But that's 250. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh.
So that's good. Well, Anime Fan is back, so now you can find out.
All right, finally, Anime Fan. Oh, now it's Anime Fan 25. I don't know if it's the same one, but Anime Fan, we have been here racking our brains. The only thing we've been talking about is what anime are you a fan of?
I feel like there's like a suggestion there that you can only be a fan of one type or show.
No, not at all.
No, but like just the way it was worded, it sounded singular, but in the sense that it could have been plural, it just, anyway. It was a joke that landed flat because my brain is not able to create jokes right now.
Look, it's okay if it was a joke. I just wanted to be sure that I wasn't being viewed as being restrictive.
No, it was meant to be a joke, but it totally did not work.
It's fine.
Man.
You're good.
And Anime Fan says too many to name.
That's not true.
All right, Anime Fan. Then here's a question that I think can be answered objectively if you remember. Is there a show or series that you have watched multiple times? If so, what show or series have you watched and rewatched the most, more than any other anime out there? And I feel like that can be answered even if you can't answer quickly what your favorites are.
Kind of does look like.
Ooh, Miles says, well, Ewan, is that? That's a person on Big Brother. Miles isn't a part of a different conversation, I think.
Mm.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay.
Mm. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh, Mateus, did your time change already? Ours doesn't change till this weekend.
Yeah.
So ours changes on Sunday. And so thank you, anime fan. That that at least I feel could partially sate the curiosity here.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry, Mateus. Yeah, ours don't change until over the weekend. Um, and so yeah. Well, Bubba, I think those are fighting words for David because he thinks the time we should stay on is the summertime.
Yeah. Though I care less about that and just not.
Tincture, their times changed there a month ago. Wow. Oh my gosh, Jake, it didn't even. You had mentioned something about the time changing. I completely brushed past that. That's why you weren't home yet. That's why you had to start at a different time. I get it now. Wow.
Things get really desperate when you start freehanding it, which is what I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's something. Tethys, however, says the Arabic for turkey is Byzantine rooster. That seems exciting, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. It's really nice.
I'm really sorry that this is going so poorly for you. I wish I could help it. But if anything gets done here, we can have our celebratory Kopiko, which may make it better.
Why are those characters the same? Why aren't those the same? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Raptured imagine attachment.
So
what? Okay. All right. You know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna.
So when you are looking at this, can you tell me what is bugging you about it the most?
The lack of symmetry is bothering me right now.
Okay.
This thing is too fat up here. The whole glyph is terrible. I think those are the things that are probably bothering me the most.
Is it something that we need to revisit? Like, how can we make this a better shape to work with? Like, is that something that I could doodle right now while you work on a less problematic glyph?
Mm. I'm gonna. It's fine. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one side right and then copy it.
Okay. Because this is a glyph that can be cut in half.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And now, as people are talking about etymologies of all the different words and different translations of the bird turkey, I was reading up on our etymology of it. And, like, yeah, that is really interesting that it just seems to be applied to birds that are not from around those parts originally, in many different languages. And that's so bizarre to me because they're calling it in one hand the North American turkey, but on the other hand are like, but it was introduced through the Ottoman territories or like through other places. It's like, well, where did this bird really come from? Because it was apparently imported to Europe from other places.
I think I know what I need to do.
This is fascinating.
No, not there. There. And now.
No, but it says the species is native only to the Americas. So why would it have to be brought to North America? Oh, that etymology confused me. I was going to say, I really thought it was a North American bird.
Not. All right, I'm going to actually leave it at that. Delete that. This is a problem with doing fewer nodes. It's always 6 of one, half dozen of another thing. All right. It's going to need to be at 850. I'm willing to call that good enough.
And Jake, I need to know if this is really a phrase. The dictionary claims this is British English. The phrase, it's like turkeys voting for Christmas. To mean like it's hopeless or it's something that would be self-defeating. Oh my gosh. May or may not be derived from the phrase big dog. This is amazing. Okay, Jake, it's a thing, but like, is it something you say or have said, or is it more like you just you'll hear some people say it and you know what it means?
So what is axolotl? Lizard dog?
Oh. Like, birds have turkey for Christmas, right?
Is watered.
Oh my gosh.
X is sh in Nahuatl. It's axolotl. And so it's huexolotl. Wait a minute. Now Jonathan is saying tla. X is tla. Axolotl. Anyway, whatever.
Okay, pronunciation in Central.
Oh wow, axolotl. About that.
Yeah, and it's
So why did it get borrowed into Spanish as cha?
Huh.
Yeah. Peruna means potato in Finnish. It also means in Peru.
I mean, oh, in Peru. Nice.
or at Peru. Spanish does have shadacha, doesn't it?
Wow. This is this is a day.
Yeah. Um,
And we actually just learned that then pereno is pear tree.
Pereira.
Pereira, not pereno. Pereira is pear tree in Portuguese, right?
What a dog! I think did they just use this choclo as just to mean animal? Basically, dog was like the basic animal, and so it just got thrown around.
I like that.
You
I like
would.
that a lot.
You would. Anyway.
I want to play with that for making compounds in Schwadi.
I bet you do. Anyway, I created some sort of sums.
The otter can be a river dog.
Yeah, let's just celebrate.
Okay, David's ready, and to hopefully brighten David's mood. Oh,
I'm also having some sort of a hive happening. Yeah, not there. We switched.
Did move, but I thought I still had a cappuccino for you. Did I give you the last cappuccino?
Wow. So Spanish Javier is actually a translation of Basque Xavier, which is just Javier.
Maybe it means saber.
I think it just means Javier.
Because you know that in Basque, to get from Basque to English, all you need to do is delete the I and the H, and then it's English.
Yeah.
That's how Basque and English are related.
Yeah, it comes from English, where it just turned the English verb shove into a Basque verb, shaver.
It means new house. Huh. Okay, so the studio will not be live on Thanksgiving. We are still deciding what that will mean for
Yeah.
whether we have a video ready to go.
Cheers me up.
Cheers. Whether we have a video to go, but we won't be live because we will be with family.
All right. And here we go. Copico. Bigger, bolder coffee. Because, hold on. I don't even know if that'll show, but that is apparently
I am
the
apparently
catchphrase
not
they're
live.
going with. Bigger, bolder coffee.
So there we go. It was there. I don't know if anyone could read that,
Yeah.
but it sure does.
Yeah. Okay.
My little trash pile over here to take back later.
All right. Where's the blue pen? Anyway, this is an important glyph because we're going to use this twice. We're also going to use it for flower, this basic shape.
And then, will that be the stick again?
Yeah.
Are we going to use the stick?
So,
the dogs are insistent that you spell out any number words and not use symbols for them. That's what they're going to do.
yeah. What's the regular to dig? Wait a minute. Because that's just K. Well, what's the regular K? Squirrel. Oh. Were we actually going to use squirrel for K?
We came up with that word, but then I think we already had a K, and we're like, we don't need it.
But then we don't have anything for K yet. Anyway, what was flower? Flower,
yeah.
Okay. Let's just do this real quick.
guess we are using the squirrel. Because you're right, it's not on that list.
Hmm. I once, using my graduate student privileges, photocopied an entire Nahuatl grammar for my very good friend. It was like 500 some pages. I copied the whole thing out. And this was a grammar that was written, I don't know, in the 70s or 80s, where clearly they got high on morphemes. And so, like, there were all of these glosses, and it's just like zero morph hyphen zero morph hyphen zero morph hyphen prefix hyphen, root hyphen suffix hyphen zero morph hyphen zero morph hyphen zero morph. Just pages of this. It was just so comical. Like, anybody who would even glance at this, you don't even need to read all the stuff, has to question, well, maybe this theory isn't any good. It's just embarrassing. I don't remember who did it, but I hope they feel bad now. So we do need a straight. In fact, we need this straight.
Nice. Dalabon.
It's true.
And you said it's it's available as an ebook.
Oh, great. It is?
Okay. Sorry, no, this, I was reading Jake's comment. They were talking about a different book. Oh, and Bib says that may be Andrew's work. And was that the one? No, that wasn't the one. J. Richard Andrews' Introduction to Classic Nahuatl.
Sure.
Does that sound right?
I mean, if you open it up and it's been unmodified, that very well, I can tell you pretty quick.
I was looking up, Jake had said a couple different ones. Nice. And in case, I think I may have missed it or whatever, but Jake, can you mention the author of that book on Dalabon? Because I'm curious to look that up.
Okay, 850 plus 34 is that. Minus 24 is that, so it needs to go back 5. 1, 2, 5. I think. What's 850 minus 671?
179.
Okay, and what's 850 plus 179?
1029.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you, Jake. Okay, I see it here. Let's see if I can find it anywhere, because that does sound interesting.
Okay, wait. 208. Half of 208 is 104. Yes. What is 850 minus 104?
746.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That can't be right.
I mean, it's mathematically 850 minus 104. Ooh, and Jake, I'll let you know. I'm gonna see if I can find anything online.
Oh, what's 789 minus 104?
That would be 685.
Well, how about that? Mm, 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 mm. Boy, you can take them biscuits and make them dance. All right.
Oh my goodness. Arayazid is from his head. Right there. The biscuit dancingest mind you're ever gonna see.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Billarian says Andrews uses the term sigeme to refer to a single-membered segment of meaning-bearing silence.
Silence? Oh my. Oh, bye, Miles. We were glad to have you here as long as you could be here, and have fun for trivia and book fair. That sounds fun.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Jake, that does sound like most of it, and that is cool. I'm gonna.
Something's really wrong here.
Yeah, all but 66 pages. And I bet if you take off the index and stuff. That is what happens, Patrick.
All right, I don't hate that, but that needs to be higher. I hope that will be tolerated. Like if I make this top taller, would that be okay even next to this thing?
I think so.
All right.
And I would like to see it.
I think we all would, frankly. Not that.
Oh, on your end, it's only 494? On mine, it showed over 600 pages, so nice. Well, that works. Or, not over 600, 466.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And I mean, it has to be.
Yeah.
To fit with that base.
Oh, boy, the things that I am doing right now.
So when are we going to start the Patreon live streams where we fix this font?
I don't know.
It's coming together.
Some of it is really quite nice. Some of it is just absolutely unforgivable. Oh.
Language is interrupting an endless stream of zero morphemes. Nice. It's about the phonemes you don't say.
You know, when you say the word just cat, there are a bunch of zero morphemes in there, including the not dual, the not trial, the not tetral. Those are all in there. There's also a little zero morpheme that means that it lacks gender. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I find this really bizarre. I was looking up that book by Andrews, and look who sells it.
Target.
It's on the Target website.
There you go. Get it at Target.
Like that.
Nobody says Treel. Get out of here. Nice, Magpie.
Oh, what did Magpie say?
I too have a zero morpheme. That means that I lack gender.
Love it.
Let's try to do tree, I guess.
Oh, speaking of trees and treal, we need a tree. Which one is tree? I keep getting behind.
It's pho.
Oh, the phoneme. I was like, it's soup? The food?
Oh, tree? The soup?
You said it's pho.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I immediately went to food. And I was so confused because I was like, I don't think we had talked about culinary preferences of our dogs yet in terms of food.
Exclusively
And
eat pho.
I did not understand how we would have made a glyph based on it because that seems like it would be much later stages of, language development. So anyway.
All right, so this is going to be a little difficult because essentially the F is going to look very similar to the pointy ear. And so I'm almost thinking that it should have some sort of a lower element like this. I might try this out to see if it looks okay. I don't think it's going to look very good, but I want to try it out.
In my head, we had already done this one.
It actually doesn't look too bad.
That looks really beautiful, like a river flowing up to a tree base or a mountain or something.
I've got to get it, centered just right, but yeah, I really like it. Can't hurry, love. No,
you just have to wait. It's about a give and take.
It's a game of give and take.
Oh, a game of, not about the. Oops, I said the wrong words. Oh my goodness.
Did I?
Patrick, you are reminding me why I do not like a lot of academic texts. We talk about soup. Yeah. That is indeed what we do. I mean, is it just the Santa Ana winds talking, or is that beautiful?
No, I think it's lovely. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
That is impressive.
Yeah. Like it. We may have to increase the UPM size for this because we have things going up pretty high and things going down pretty low, and things might get cut off.
Kerning, I feel, is going to be fun.
That's going to be season 5.75. It's just going to be 30 straight episodes of kerning.
And writing and rewriting code.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
now we need the A and the K.
Oh, we should be able to write O because O is just this one plus the little stick, right?
Yeah, we voted on the stick method.
I want to be. That's with a glyph. So it would have been before that, right? Yeah, it was this that won, yeah?
Yes. I will double check that though. That was what poll 31 was.
Yeah.
So I can double check that.
Yeah,
Because
C.
C1, and that is,
Yep.
yes, that is
Yep.
that row.
So let's just copy and paste that real quick. I think maybe I was waiting because I didn't know if we were gonna do any sort of change to that stick. I don't think so. And it was wait, no, I got it. It's just right. So yeah, just the straight.
The straight, yeah.
Oh, I know what I was thinking of. I don't know if we're gonna. All right, we're gonna have to do a couple of things. See, that's bizarre. Yeah. I see why I did that. It's just weird to have a node right there when there's a node right there.
And this was for the O.
Hey, this is something I'm curious about. Okay, I want everybody to think about
Oh, I really appreciate that you just stopped there. I was
yeah.
seriously waiting for you to continue, and then I was like, no, that stopped for a moment.
No, I want everybody to think about a karaoke bar in their hometown, their home country.
Not where I thought this was going. Okay.
And I want you to think, what is the go-to song that anybody would sing that would be very popular?
I know we went to a karaoke bar in Denmark, and they straight up would not allow anyone to do "I Want It That Way" because they were tired of hearing it. Because apparently that was the go-to song.
Yeah, but
and so they were like, "You can do any other song but that one."
But it's like in America and most places, I'm going to say like the number one, like if you just go anywhere, it's probably going to be Piano Man.
I have only been to one karaoke place in America, and that was at a convention. And that was not sung that night. Ooh, Don't Stop Believing does seem like a classic.
That's better.
I wonder if Google has this answer. Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody is apparently
That just,
top.
I mean,
Dancing Queen, Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, so
I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Sweet Caroline, and then especially depending on the makeup of the group, something like Dancing Queen or Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Also, I Will Survive.
It seems less likely, just because
it's on the list.
Bohemian Rhapsody and I Will Survive are songs that are longer and a little bit more difficult to sing. Whereas like something like Sweet Caroline and Piano Man, it's just so obvious and straightforward the whole way through. Oh yeah, Tethys, the pronunciation of karaoke has the same. It's the same phenomenon that the way also we say Harry Carey. It's because we have this very overriding reduplication strategy where it's blanky blanky, basically. Hokey pokey, you know.
Come On Eileen, yeah, that does seem like it could be a big one. I don't know. I don't know. Like to me, it's like every time I hear it, I start singing it. So I don't know. And yeah, Patrick, they do put lyrics on the screen, but if you're not super familiar with the song,
Yeah,
the lyrics don't actually help because you're like all over the place trying to figure out where to hit the beats. Even if they do it, because it's like when they highlight it, you're now a second too late if you wait until you see the highlight to sing it. You don't know how long you're holding it out. Like you gotta know the song.
yeah, and it's why I think songs like "Sweet Caroline" and also "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" and "Piano Man" are easier because they're relatively the same the whole way through without many surprises. Something like "Come On Eileen" is actually kind of all over the place, and so it'd be the type of thing where they put it on the karaoke and they're like, "What's this part?" And the singer's just kind of going like until they get to the "Come On Eileen" part, and then suddenly everybody's "Come On Eileen," and then they go back to forgetting again when it gets to the verse, and then it gets to the part where he goes, "I need to ride to the right," and it'll take him a minute, and like, oh, it's this part, and you know,
Although in fairness, Jake did mention like it was more of a dance song than a singing song in terms of popularity, but
yeah,
they were just wondering if it was like big in the US.
yeah, oh yeah, no, "Come On Eileen" was super popular here. I think I'm happier with this stick.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Now there's a question of how close should it be, A and B, this termination here. I wasn't sure how I felt about that.
By the way, Billboard released an article of the 100 best karaoke songs in their opinion. Number 100
Mm-hmm.
is We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Huh. I don't know about that. It's just, I mean, especially that part at the end, it gets really complicated. And you need several different people.
So for me, it would have to be a country song because those are the ones where it's like, I think I know the best and can.
The only country song I've heard that gets regularly sung at karaoke is
Redneck Woman.
no, "Friends in Low Places."
Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, Soy Yo. That's a good one.
I've never heard of that.
Jolene, yeah.
Not a popular one. I mean, it's a good song, but I'm
Wouldn't
just
you? But like, it's just in terms of, you know, doing it, wouldn't you want to sing Jolene?
that would be one of those ones where I think somebody would think they would know it, and then they get up there and it would get to the verse, and parts of the lyrics are sung more quickly than I think they'll
Oh,
expect, and so like it'll be the type of thing where they start singing and suddenly the words start getting ahead of them, and they start going,
I bet it would. Yeah.
man, something that's popular that people cannot do because they are not familiar enough with the song. "Pour Some Sugar on Me" for the verse.
Because you all you know is the chorus.
Yeah, it's essentially rap. You got to know the words, and definitely the Bruno Mars one, "Uptown Funk." Can't do it. You have to absolutely know that song dead on to be able to do "Uptown Funk." Uh,
Oh yeah, the topic has gone on to karaoke.
I don't I don't know what to do about this. If anybody recalls, this termination and how unhappy I was with it was what led to us completely redoing this character. Um,
That character, but didn't you have another termination?
that was a straight like that? No.
Oh, I thought we did. Oh, I guess we got rid of it there, huh?
Yeah, we did. But the thing is, it can't curl under, I don't think.
Can it? Now let me find it again. There it is. Could it slightly curl to the right to hug that character?
No, it can't, because it has to do that for a different reason. In other words, that will be meaning, it'll be load bearing when it does that. And I will show you. It's oh, those are the two terminations. See?
Okay.
So it's got to be straight.
It's got, yeah. So you got to figure out.
I think that's going to be it. Let's see, how low does this go? Negative 550.
So kind of drag it down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's see.
What if instead of an actual, swoop, what if we just
Maybe
kind of made a kind of curve in that straight line coming down just a little bit to hint at like a flourish at the end? Is that possible without actually curving, mind you?
So that what everybody knows what we're talking about. Something else that we voted on is these for the vowel sequences, and so you'll see that UO, it curves quite sharply. So Jesse is suggesting a little bit of a tail off.
Because yeah, it feels very blunt on that side. But if we just kind of shaped it a little bit.
You can give it a shot, a little shot ski.
Looks like a baby talk tail. Okay, there we go. That's much better.
This is worse. We might need to do that. I think that is better.
I like that a lot. Yeah. It was just too blunt the other way. And then, of course, when we need to curve the other direction, we'll, make it straight on that side again. But I think that just makes it look good on its own.
What do you think about, oh, wait a minute, that should be up too.
Make it 1500.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do, what do you think about how close it is to this character?
It looks like it's a separate character right now, but
it's supposed to be.
But also, it's a digraph, right? Like it's essentially.
Yeah.
And so I think it has to be that then if it's meant to be taken as a digraph. Right. If it's meant to be like one character, but then it couldn't go over without the other lines just connecting.
Yeah. I better put up here. I'm going to unflag this. I'm gonna grab that tail.
Is that going to be the tail for the UO?
Yeah. I just want to be sure I get it. And I don't forget about it. So it's got to come down to there. 590. There we go. Oh, anyway. Oh, the whole reason I brought this up, and I keep forgetting to look at chat. I'm like, I'm the one that asked for this. The whole reason for karaoke, I was wondering like what non-English language songs are really popular in various countries, especially like, for the native language of that country. So it was like what's the most popular Dutch language song that would be sung at karaoke that like everybody would know?
I wish I remembered that one that was sung in Denmark because there was one that everybody, as soon as it started, like the entire room broke out in song, and David and I were like, "What?"
That's true.
But I mean, it was in Danish, so it's not like we would have known it anyway.
Yeah. Conlangs are languages too, Peppa.
Oh, whoa, snap.
All right. So we're just back. We're now down to for A. It's going to be this plus that diacritic.
Okay.
But K, and so like we had squirrel,
Which
I thought we weren't doing anymore.
but you're right, it's on that list, and I read through that list 3 times and did not see another K. And so I think that is it. I think we decided to bring it back.
Yeah. Squirrel. Yeah, I know.
Was that a mistake to bring it back?
I mean, it might have been.
Since we're not using the diacritic, would it make more sense to take out the little lake up front and only have that one on this one side? Because that's a lot of lines.
Wait, McCain, are you singing the song that Tincture mentioned? Wait, a decade. Oh, here we go. But when I was a kid, it was Marco Borsato, and then it's Dutch, so no, who knows? Dromen zijn bedrog. Wow. All right, and see, that's a song, an artist I've never heard of. So now I want to know. I want to listen to it. Oh, Romania. No, oh man, I did some karaoke with a Romanian playwright once for like 4 hours. And let me tell you, she said that people in Romania were so excited about Dragostarinte. It was like a phenomenon. All right.
And Mate says it's a cheesy love song.
Ah.
It's about linden trees. I don't know that off the top of my head can imagine what a linden tree is. Oh, it's that kind of tree. That's nice. What are you staring at that squirrel?
I'm staring at the squirrel. What other?
Did you show the squirrel to everybody?
I don't remember if I did. What other words do we have starting with K?
I was just gonna say, you want me to go to the other K words?
Yeah, just take a look. See what we got.
But wait, no, it's got to be a K, not a Q. Okay.
Yes.
Squirrel. Furriness, fuzziness. To catch. To scurry. And that's it. Everything else is a qua, or a hua, or a qua. So we would have to create another one if you wanted a different base. Did we have another one that was close to, that was, because we took squirrel because it didn't make the top, but it was close enough. But it wasn't actually voted in the top. Is there another one here that...
Rabbit, we already have a word for that. So that's 26. The closest one that isn't starred is rock.
Which died.
And also mushroom, which also died.
Now that is just the inverse of bird. Is that one you want to try to bring back?
No, especially not with the problems we were having with bird.
Okay, so here, oh, in mushroom we already have starting with a different letter altogether. So here's my question to you then, because we are in the last 9 minutes,
I know.
and for a poll, would you want to? I can try to first of all draw new shapes for squirrel, um, to get a better thing, or we could vote on something like this, or we could just do this and then save the vote for something else.
I was trying to bring back rock, and instead of doing it that way, which we determined didn't work, try it the way that we did with,
which worked very well.
Yeah, over here. That's down to 550. And so, let's see. Can we see where, okay, where's the middle of this? So this is 1782. What's half of that?
891.
And then what's the middle of this? I don't know. Well, anyway, but this is pretty close. Do we like this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. But now the word for rock.
We already created.
We already created it, so we're gonna have to change its form. I think.
No, the word for rock. We changed this meaning to be rock, and so rock is a glyph, and it's the Q, U, Q, W, the labialized Q.
Okay.
And so we need to bring ball back, and ball could have a little string hanging off of it because you chew up a ball enough, and there we go.
Interesting idea. Yeah.
So we do not have a word for ball, and so we just need to create a word that starts with a K, aspirated.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Look at the crazy things that happen.
So this is, well, you know what? I better wait and find out what its modern form is going to be before I say that. I was going to make a K entry already. All right, so that one we already. Yeah. All right. We need a protoform starting with an aspirated K, for the word ball. And oh, still getting some new songs. Nice. And I have Lexergy. What's up here? KH.
Hey Jess, do you like this more or less centered, or attaching?
Oh, I kind of like that. No, wait, go back. I like that.
Got it.
Okay. Oh yeah, but I mean, you can get it close to that, Patrick. Oh, you were just, never mind, I see what you were doing. That's silly. Okay. KHR. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay, so I got that suggestion from Arias.
Time for the copy and paste Olympics.
Ooh, I like that one, Jake. So we got Jake's. All right, if I get one more suggestion. With a pharyngeal, okay. Wait, what vowel? All right. O-E-T. Oops, I remember how to do it in this. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Okay, well, I like that better than the other one. Okay. And I'm going to throw in one more for David's perusal.
You know, we could have nicknames for every single thing that happens on LangTime Studio, and have like, you know, 30-second long, like little animated cutscenes. And now it's time for David's perusal. Everything has its own theme song.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so David, we gotta narrow this down to 4.
Oh, and by the way, you can see how quickly this stuff is filling in.
Yay! So we have quao.
Wait, what's this for again?
Ball.
Ball. Okay. Quao.
Quao. Kal.
Mm-hmm.
Quub. Kot.
Koch.
With a pharyngeal.
Oh, Koch.
And Kyo.
And we're narrowing
we need 4.
4 of those?
Yeah. So just take one away.
Call.
Okay. Oh, that means I don't need the IPA keyboard when I type the poll. Yay! All right, here we go. Poll coming.
Should be able to do this one too.
Pull this up here. That over there. This over here. And I am really hoping none of these exist already. I do need to kind of check these, but you know, what you gonna do?
This needs to be at 1174. Oh, but it was at 874, so it just goes over 3. Oh, it's easy enough.
Oops. That's what I was doing wrong. Okay, and then this one is comes. Okay. Here we go. Goodness, that took me a while to type. But we got the Romanized modern form and the proto form.
I was looking at those and I was like, they all begin with K. How's that?
I love you.
Love you too, Jess.
David remembers what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
half the votes are in. Oh, Bubba, that is some good stuff there. Love it. Anime fan, we've got Quab, rather. Quab. There we go. That was the second one. Start over. First one, Quab. Second one, Quab. Third one, Quote. And fourth one, Kyev. Kyev. And that is the pronunciation. Oh my god, that is very similar to bird. That's hilarious. Dogs do like to chase both. All right. We are stalled out on votes. It's the end of the poll.
1579.
The end of the episode.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
David. No, you know what? I think we could either do a runoff poll for our tie, David, or you and I can just decide between quao and quote.
I leave it to you. I have to remember this to get this right.
Quao is our new word for poll.
I absolutely love it.
Me too. Okay.
Oh no, that's 874.
And I'm going to wait to make the dictionary entry until David is finished doing things here because I don't want to mess him up.
Right. I just got one more. All right. And this is it. Okay. So then this needs to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay.
All right. Cool. Based on a distinction only dogs know about. I love it. I also liked that one too, Tincture. That was actually one of my suggestions. But there we have it. All right. So David and I are going to figure things out from here.
Yeah.
It is the end of this week's episode. It is Jewelry Hell's time.
Yeah.
Or is it Hell's Jewelry?
I always say Jewelry Hells.
Jewelry Hell's.
Jewelry Hells. But
time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we...
Yeah, probably fill out the rest of these.
Because it's copy and paste. All right, well, thank you all for being here. Stay grammar, and until next week. Bye.